Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Saints going up against the 49ers.
Larry, we are down the peninsula from San Francisco as you get a look inside modern Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll set up a throw. Thomas has got it, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Take this one up close to about the 45. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a handoff working right. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They're going to look to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be knocked down sideways. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They go play action here on first down. Try to lay one up deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And now here's a carry heading left. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They run it again with Hyde, and he's going to be met at about the 43. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Bethard. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. 18 yards the gain for number 18. 1st down, a run with Hyde. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Ebron caught left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground.
Here we go now. Green, 30. Back up. Over.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Saints. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well. And he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He sets to fire. He's got a man, complete. Down the numbers, there he goes. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Here's Beathard to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Back to throw here. And Thomas has it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw. Going deep here for Bryant. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
No. Check, Patriot. Set. 3-19. 3-19.
They start the drive with Hyde. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to throw Beathard. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
No. Check, Patriot.
Following the penalty, it's Hyde. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
All right, here we go. Over. All right, now look at Detroit. Go. All right, here we go. Green. Back there to that Philly. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
He'll drop to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember
He was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
To throw is Beathard. Dancing to his left. And an alley to... And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
But it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, what a move. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. To throw is Beathard. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Now Beathard. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
Here's Beathard to throw. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll throw here. Beathard. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
The Saints put up 29 points a game last year, second only to the Falcons, and they're in range to get some points on this drive as well. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Eric Ebron, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now a handoff here to his running back. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Here we go now! Boom, landed!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
To throw. Flush to his right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field. And he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing, May have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And the D looking like they may blitz.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, it's Thomas. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Second down, just 1 yard to go.
Check, Patriot. Patriot. Set. Leopard. Leopard.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Ebron's got it. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Lutz's kick is good. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start this.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll set up to throw. It's caught by Bryant. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Martavis Bryant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And the lead is now 24. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Over the middle to Kittle, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Watch it now, boy. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go.
From the pistol, they'll run with Hyde. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Set. Green, 39.
Beathard. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Leopard. Back there to Philly, here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find me.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And he's got it up and through. Lutz now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Beathard to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Back there to that Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Now back to throw. escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Reynolds. 19 yards that time for number 19. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Green, 39. Green. Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Detroit. Over. Green, 39. Back there to that Philly.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, now, look at 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
They'll run high. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And here now it's 2nd and goal, ball on the 7-yard line. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 42 yards. Shift together here from the D-line. They run with Hyde. He's been the bell cow tonight. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the 49ers able to get this back to some measure of respectability. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Left side and caught by Flainer. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Green 39! Green 39!
time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
To throw is Beathard. Now in desperation. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right? Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 24-yard line. The Saints on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Back to that Philly. Here we go. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
I'm going to forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling. And picked off by Marchand at the 39-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And the tight end has it cleaner. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Side here and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is going to be 49er football. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're deep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New Orleans, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.